each other. So that was a fun part for me.
Awesome. Song. I know you mentioned a little earlier that you are always looking for something a bit original, but what is it that you want to see not only as a producer, but as a fan on a film? And how did Boy Killed World scratch that itch for you?
Oh, I was just getting clarification, sorry. Thank you. I think this brings a new way of approaching action, which is really a bold statement because we've seen John Wick and how fantastically new that was. But this is just a different direction. And I think it has to do with characters that are portrayed by great actors that really bring this crazy story to human life. So you really make these connections with them and you watch them interact, and it's emotional and real, but it's out of its mind. The story is out of its mind, but they root you to their emotional core. And then they're able to go off and do these really funny interactions because it's rooted. And so I think what's new is that combination of character and action. And then the sense of humor is outrageous. That combination for me, and I'm an entertainer, and so Moritz's vision is particularly exciting to me because I find all of that very fulfilling as far as entertainment goes.
Moritz, I did want to ask, because, I mean, Sam Raimi, it's one of those things when as a fan of film, it's just so exciting to see your name on a project. Were there any lessons or advice that you took from Sam that you brought to this project?
Not at all. None whatsoever. Of course. Yeah. No. And Sam was incredibly supportive. Like I've mentioned before somewhere, it's been a long journey. Like we started 8 years ago, and Sam was there from year 7. Like the first year we did it on our own, then I met Sam, and then from there on out we developed the script together. We found partners, and Sam was there all the way, and he had always great advice. And there's I don't have a super catchy tidbit for you, like a life lesson learned, but it was always super helpful, and I really appreciate it.
I can't stop imagining him just going groovy after seeing the film. And now this one is for all of you, and it's because on any production, I imagine you go into it and you've got an idea, this is what I can see the film is going to be. I know what my character is, I know what I'm going to do. And that's never the case with the finished product. You always find something with your castmates, you find something on set. With that in mind, what would you all say surprised you the most about this experience? What kind of caught you by surprise looking back when you first signed on to write an act?
All right, that's easy because you develop a script over years, and you have an idea of what the character is, and then these people show up, and suddenly the characters are different. They're better. They're full of life, and they give you something you hadn't expected before, and that's just an amazing process. And I'm so grateful that they put in the work, and we're so creative about it. And yeah, they're great.
Yeah, I think signing up as an actor, you always, you have to have a lot of faith in the people you go on this journey with, and you never know what that experience is going to be like. Sometimes on paper everything seems great, and when you come on set and it doesn't quite work out that way, but in cases like this where you kind of, we gambled on a certain extent, sorry, Moritz, with you because you were new. Sam Raimi, of course, we have this legend, producer who puts the stamp on it. But then coming to set and realizing how visually, interesting and unique all these, the costumes, the production design, the fight sequences, everything was elevated to a level I didn't necessarily see just by reading the script. I hoped we would get somewhere close to it, but you just never know. And so in every area, I think it exceeded my expectations also with the freedom of, all of these amazing actors and their performances, and just how wild and crazy it became as, a team doing this together. It was really wonderful.
Yeah, I have to agree. I was just blown away how nice everyone was. That's from production, crew, actors, Famke knew all the fun places to go eat, like the good places to eat.
Always.
Everybody was so nice. I think there was a day that I wasn't on set. I think I tracked Charlo down and I like riddled off every movie he's been in and told him how much of a fan I was of his and everything. And I made him gush, and then he wouldn't let me leave.
Then I went to watch every Old Spice commercial that he was because we didn't get it in South Africa, and everyone's like, "You don't know this guy?" I was like, "No, should I know him?" Like, he's like a legend in the United States. I was like, "What?" I literally
It is the greatest acting performance in a commercial of all time.
I was like, "Never heard about this guy."
No, go on, please.
No, we've had enough now. I think we should stop.
Moving on.
What's the are you gonna say what surprised
No,
you?
no.
No, you.
Oh, hey.
What's the question again?
What surprised you?
What surprised me about the movie?
About the making of the movie.
About the making of the movie. What surprised me? I mean, the making process, nothing particularly. I mean, if I'm totally honest, what surprised you, Brett? Tell us. Not that expert deflection.
I think the amount of weight I gained through the course of shooting it. I think that it was really, I'm sort of echoing what people said, but the freedom that we had, you walked into a specific vision, but within those lines, you were able to move around, and you know, even if the script was so good, I wasn't always. I would only improvise when Moritz wanted me to, and so if he wanted me to, then I would. Otherwise, you know, I was fine to stay. Work perfect on the script because it was so glorious. But like, you know, even if you're on script, to be, you know, the way in which we were dancing within those lines to play it, he really led us into a really free space, you know, regardless of what we were doing. So we got to sort of plunge in some comedic and emotional ways that were really unexpected all the time, and that's always an exciting way to work. And then, you know, mayhem would erupt in the violence, which of course had to be incredibly choreographed. But yeah, I think that's what really surprised me, and in an amazing way. You're always surprised when that happens because it's not always the case.
Yeah, I think I would echo that. That was so well said. I think, especially in films like this, characters can come off as archetypes and two-dimensional, and the amount of humor and heartache and complexity that every single one of my co-stars poured into this was just unbelievable. And it's a tricky dance to make sure you kind of hit all of those moments, but I think everyone did it so beautifully. And also our set design was insane. There's this scene in a town center, and they built the town because they could do that, full two-story buildings. And so we had the chance to walk onto these sets that were so immersive, and there's a hyena over there and someone selling fish. There were so many cool little Easter eggs that we knew would be there and didn't know, and all of that informs performance so much and energy, and I was just so impressed by the dedication of every single person who was on here. It was really a passion project.
I was also surprised at the quality of the dailies that come out, and I think it has to do with what all the actors are saying.
If you like cartoons, movies, books, music, I demand you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, be prepared for doom. Subscribe or be prepared for doom. Do not resist. Do not resist. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.